June 5th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topics are the recall vote and China's role and the forgotten day in China. First, I want to talk about the recall vote and China's role. Tomorrow is a day for the recall vote of Kaohsiung Mayor Han Kuo-yu. Yet, it is said that this local political activity has the shadow of Chinese interference. Why so? Because Han Kuo-yu is considered pro-China in a way, and he announced to run for the presidential election 4 months after he was elected as a Kaohsiung mayor. Everyone is guessing his intentions for doing so. Is China related to his decision? Today, I want to tell you some interesting developments about this recall vote. First, the so-called red press, Hongmei, that originally support Han Kuo-yu seemed to switch to the other side and supported the other candidate for the 2024 presidential election. And what is what I said, the red press? Well, it refers to those press or news organizations that are considered pro-China in Taiwan. And why are they switching sides? Well, because they think even Han Kuo-yu survived the recall vote tomorrow, he, still already lost his halo already. And also, there is no way that he can win the 2024 presidential election against the DPP candidate. Second, which candidate will China support next? That is an interesting question. Now, there are certain politicians that come to the fore, but the problem is, if those politicians become pro-China, will Taiwanese people still support them? Or will they end up just like the second Han Kuo-yu? When Mayor Han went to the liaison office of the Central People's Government in Hong Kong, and right after that, his approval rate dropped drastically. Also, Mayor Han made no comments on the Tiananmen incident. I think this is a big mistake because Taiwanese people can't help to wonder, what is he afraid of? Is he afraid that the Chinese government will be upset, or he just simply don't know what to say? Will Han Kuo-yu be removed from the office? We will know the result tomorrow at 4 p.m. Second, the issue about forgotten day in China, just like what President Tsai said yesterday, in China, there's one day that is intentionally forgotten, and that day is the Tiananmen Square massacre that happened on June 4th. Maybe China forgot about this day, but Taiwan didn't, and Hong Kong remember it too. I think Hong Kongers are very impressive. Even though the government prohibit the gathering with the excuse of pandemic, tens of thousands of people still gather at the Victoria Park and mourn for the protesters of the Tiananmen incident. Well, actually, all over Hong Kong yesterday held memorial events, but in Wangjiao, Mongkok, 4 people were arrested. Oh, I want to say, Hong Kongers show their courage. Good job, Hong Kong. And in Taiwan, people aim to save Taiwan and free Hong Kong, especially in Kaohsiung City. They released the Taiwanese traditional flying lanterns to the sky and shouted, HK, that is Kaohsiung, supporting, Hong Kong. It's like the thing. And we were talking about this, that, here are the top story we want to say, but I want to say there's something wrong with the script here. Actually, it's Kaohsiung. It's KH. KH supports Hong Kong, and that's the whole thing. And here are the top stories today. Today, we have 0 confirmed cases, and thousands attend Taipei vigil to kind of commemorate the Tiananmen Square massacre last night. And participants lit candles and observed for 64 seconds of silence for the victim of the crackdown. You can see here Lin Rongji, Lam Wing-ki, the owner of the Causeway Bay Books, who was previously arrested in China and fled to Taiwan and opened a bookstore in Taiwan. He was there too. And MOFA spokeswoman Joanne Oh said that we hope freedom and democracy bear fruit in every corner of the world. The June 4th risks becoming a forgotten day, given all the efforts that the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, had made it to cover it up. But it should never be forgotten. No sweat and blood in the pursuit of freedom and democracy should ever be forgotten. And also, MOFA treated, we mustn't forget what happened, 31 years ago. Today in Tiananmen Square in Beijing, and the event is commemorated in Taiwan as a reminder not to let history repeat itself, including in Hong Kong. And genuine freedom and democracy are the only way forward for it. U.S., we're talking about United States Department spokesperson Morgan Ortega also tweeted on this 31st anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre. And they said that State Department Deputy Secretary Stephen presented a historical moment. This is in the honor International Women of Courage Award in the Tiananmen Square mother. And actually, he said, we are humbled by these women of courage. On the other hand, I want to say that Pompeo urged global stock exchanges to tighten rules for Chinese companies. And he said that the Trump administration is committed to ensuring that all American business and investors can operate on a level playing field with the rest of the world. And he said, I applaud NASDAQ for requiring auditing firms to ensure all listed companies comply with international reporting and inspection standards. And also that according to CNBC, we can see the key points of Pompeo's action. First say that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo warned American investors on Thursday against the fraudulent accounting practice of China-based companies. And also, talking about Pompeo's his remarks on the issue illustrate the Trump administration's desire to make it harder for some Chinese companies to trade on exchanges outside of China. And NASDAQ took action last month and tightened the listing rules in a bid to curb initial public offerings of the Chinese companies closely by the insiders and with opaque accounting. And also, I want to say that Hong Kong passed China National Anthem bill among protests. And also, you can see the legislator Chen Zhiquan, he held a kind of placard reading 杀人政权遗臭万年. That is, a murderous regime stink for 10,000 years. British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab responded, UK, United Kingdom, holds a historic responsibility to protect people, from the special administration region. The British government would not turn its back on the Hong Kong citizens. And we know that Taiwan did a great job on precautionary measures against coronavirus. And I want to tell you that CCC head Chen Shizhong is doing something special. We know that CCC is promoting its COVID prevention new life exercise. You can see that. This is CCC head Chen Shizhong. What is he doing? He's wearing this. You can see that he kind of bring this milk fish back. And this is a design of Tainan City. And the day after tomorrow, and that will be the Sunday. Well, this is a big day for Taiwan Unlock. And now, you can see that he will go to visit the 101 building and kind of an announcement on the day after tomorrow. That will be the Sunday. That will be the June 7th. And now Chen Shizhong is, like a Taiwanese tourist ambassador traveling around Taiwan. And this is what he wear tonight. Well, he went to Chiayi today. And Chiayi is a very nice place. You can have some chicken rice there. And this is the head. We call it the Shizhong head. And you can see that this is the mayor of Chiayi. Around Taiwan, we can see the whole thing happening. And this is a big weekend for us. And also tomorrow is like a big day for the recovery of Hanguoyu. What will happen and what do you think about that? We'll talk about it the day, not tomorrow, we'll talk about it next Monday. So that would be The View for today. I'm Catherine Chang. I'll see you next Monday.